Well, when you pray and ask God to send you your person, and God send you that person, make damn sure that you're ready for that person. You know you still got a bunch of mess in your life. Try your best not to manifest that person while you know that you're still dealing with other stuff. This is actually me talking about my own situation. But I know by me talking about it, it also should be able to help others. I met a man who was actually my twin flame soulmate, my soulmate. I remember him from a past life. I even told him parts of his past life after he mentioned something that happened to him in his lifetime. He disclosed to me many things. That he prayed, he cried, and he sobbed and asked God to send him somebody that would really love him, his true soulmate. And I showed up. Well, the man was, and I still believe to this day that he still loves me, in love with me. But because of his family and how his family feel about him being with a person that's older than him and not understanding how soulmates work, and maybe they do, he chose to go in opposite direction. The last time I saw him, it was very painful because he made a decision to walk away from us because of family. His family gave him an ultimatum. And he chose to follow family and be loyal to family opposed to stepping out on faith and taking a relationship that God gave him. Now, when God gives you something and you throw it back in his face, and somebody's still standing in the gap, you're not going to be able to feel it. But the very moment that you actually give it up, walk away from it, your person is going to feel it. There's not enough black magic or magic that they can do or have others to do to keep them from being able to get this backlash from God. Now, if they get into another relationship with someone else, it's not going to really work out because they're not going to have any love for that person that they're with. They're going to still be in love with you. And that can go on for about 7 years, if not the rest of their life. And they have to watch you go on with your life, being very productive, having all these amazing things in your life that they themselves were supposed to share with you. So you can't make your twin flame soulmate or your soulmate be with you. All you can do is love them unconditionally. And that is what I did. It got to the point where whoever these people were around him began to feed him a bunch of lies. And it was all to manipulate him, to get him to see me in a different light. But I'm the one he slept with. I'm the one he spent time with. I'm the one that had real love and care about his children. I never harmed him, never hurt him, never trashed him, none of that. But the very first time that I said some negative things about him was recently. And honestly, this is many months after I was accused of doing so. So I did. And then I sent him a text message and told him, I trashed you. I finally said some things about you. Now, whatever those people said to you in the past that I did, I never done. I did it so it would make it come to pass. Okay? Yeah, I got mad love for old boy. And I know he has mad love for me. But he's going along to get along. He playing the game, so that tells me that he still feels like he has to attach himself to money because he's afraid of being broke. He's afraid of not having this, that, and other. And chances are that he come from a family of money. Chances are he was a person, maybe even in a past life, that didn't have money, that was on the street. But the more you continue to keep on building up karma on yourself by harming and hurting other people, dumping on them, you're going to find yourself going through some stuff. So, my last text message to him was, may God be the judge between you and I. And I let him know. Because I'm not the only person that's reading his messages. His family monitors him. And that's some crazy stuff. You say you're a grown man, but you don't have any actions as a grown man because somebody else telling you what to do. Anyway, if you have met your person and things aren't going well, I hope you're stronger than I was to walk away from it and wait and see if it comes back. You know, God keeps a good set of records. God definitely keeps a good set of records. And if this person thinks that the next person they get with is going to be fantastic, amazing, all of that, and they only went towards this person just for money purposes, so they can live a comfortable life, money is not going to make you happy. Money is not going to make you happy. Because if they would choose their divine person that God has given them, God will give them not just that. They would have an immense amount of money on their own. Businesses. Feel satisfaction on the inside. Be protected as well as grow spiritually so. God would give them a completion. It would be like absolute completion. Because they went with what God gave them instead of saying, well, I don't want this. I don't want that. No, my family said I can't have this. But you prayed and you fast and you cried and you begged God. And when God gave it to you, you let your family or somebody, could have been, and some of y'all it may not be family. Some of y'all it could be just your friend or your next door neighbor. They got eyes for you and a heart for you. Or somebody that just want to have sex with you every now and then. And they know once you get attached to somebody, they're not going to be able to do that. They know that this other person, especially if you got somebody that's spiritual like me, they're going to be able to look into all of that. They're going to peep that. They're going to know exactly what the other person's intention is. And they can tell them all about what they're doing. And they will stand up for you. So I've never had a problem with standing up and being a protector of those that I love and care for. And I'm sure y'all haven't either. However, just try to delve into things that you really enjoy doing to bring peace and balance back into your life, to get you aligned with your purpose or your next purpose. Everybody can't go on the journey with your girlfriend, boyfriends. And those that are supposed to be on this journey, if they don't jump on, if they don't get in where they can fit in, they're going to have a lot of regrets. They will. Now, I've been deemed many things, but never have I ever been called a dark witch, somebody that worked for the devil, that I am one of Satan's advocate. And for a female to tell a man that's supposed to be a friend, family, something like that, which they know beyond a shadow of a doubt is not true, means that they want to hold control. And they are getting the control that they desire. They may come in speaking real kind and stuff and saying that they're giving you advice, but the truth is they're actually trying to learn as much as they can so they can do something as well. God forbid that you deal with somebody and their whole family is full of magicians. And we're not talking about on God's team either. Because their whole purpose is not to help that person, but to keep them blocked. Keep that person from being able to move on. If your person has been through a lot of crap and they still dealing with their family is utilizing their energy. Yeah, they didn't sacrifice this person. This person don't even realize they've been sacrificed. They know that you're in love with somebody else, but they want you to be someplace else. Because as long as they can keep you unhappy and stuck in a rut, they're going to keep on siphoning that energy from you. They're going to keep you sick or low. Every now and then they're going to give you some good advice, but that good advice have another motive. See, dark psychology is not always somebody coming in talking like this. It's a person that comes in and they speak real gentle as well. And at the same time, they can manufacture something and make you believe a lie. Look, let me show you this about this person. This person is that way. How do you know? Have you encountered that person? Have you sit in front of them? Have you even tried to get to know that person before you made all of these judgment calls about someone that you know nothing about? I am a healer. And God gave me a job to do. My job was to heal my person and his family. But the family don't want to be healed. They don't want to be healed. They want to continue in the way that they're going. They figure that what they don't know, they don't have to worry about having any repercussions or having to pay for that. But they know. They choose not to know. In a way, at one point I did feel kind of sad, disappointed about my person. And I'm not going to say my person of interest because I know who my person is. But all is well. All is well. Well, now, you know when a person has had magic put on them, when they become distorted in their thoughts and they twist around everything that you say and the things that you've done that was good. I even went as far as doing a welfare check on my person because I did not. I'm sorry, my soulmate, because I hadn't heard from him, right? And they did go do that. And so I called again because they wasn't able to reach this person. And I told them this is my second time calling, asking y'all to do a welfare check because I don't know if this person is in good health or sick or what. Because I've known them in the past to have issues with their health. So on me doing that in a good way, it was all turned around and said that I was doing something else. Now, how could anyone distort a person reaching out in love, caring, and say that they was trying to get them put in jail. Now, I don't know if you did something or somebody did something to get them put in jail, right? But if so, don't try to make it seem like it had anything to do with me. My only concerns was if he was alive and well and healthy. And he let his family tell him to do something completely, utterly against what he wanted to do. But he did it anyway because of loyalty to his family. And he told me that I am his family. But as you can see, everything turned around. I'm not going to take this video off of the channel. I'm going to leave it up for a little while, in spite of what anybody may think or say. Because as I told someone that's close to me, may God judge between you and I and all parties that participated. And I'm not going to do anything else but sit back and move on with my life and show that I'm still in the will of God and doing what I'm supposed to do. So y'all be encouraged. I hope something I've said will, you can take heed to and it'll help you. And I do have a heckler in the background. That I do. Every now and then wants to put something nasty out on as a comment. I'm not going to block them. I'm going to let them continue to put out their little heckling words. Because I'm here to express and help others as well as myself. Not to hurt or hinder anyone. I could say a lot more, but I feel like I've said enough. I think this camera mirrors what I'm saying instead of it showing you exactly where. So this is my left hand. This is the left side of me. So you may see it on the right. And when you see my eyes go this way, they're actually going to the right. When you see my eyes go to the left, that's the left. So if you're a person that reads body language, let me help you. All right? Okay, love you. See y'all in the next video.